Hey YouTube, this is Tyler from Four Brothers Outdoors, and I'm just bringing you another bass fishing slayer lure. This is just an amazing lure for if you like to use any sort of crankbait and stuff, and if not, I hope that I can encourage you to go out and at least buy a couple and try them out, because these lures are truly amazing. It's a Strike King KVD 1.5 square bill crankbait. Now these go to about 0 to 4 foot deep, which is perfect for those shallow water anglers, which many of us are. I mean, most of the people that think bass, you think in the thickest cover you can and in the shallows, right? Well, this can be very good for covering water effectively and quickly. I mean, most of the time, let's face it, most of the time you only have a couple hours on the water, right? It's gonna take you way too long to just flip and pitch everything you got, or just throw a soft plastic worm. This is where this comes in. You can still pick up some of the fish. Usually they're a little bit smaller, but sometimes you get a nice one, and it can help you find a school of fish, a small pod of fish or something like that, or just catch those scattered fish. So it's really good for finding the fish when you don't have a lot of time, or even if you do have a lot of time and you want to try to find a school of fish that you can try to, narrow in with this finesse worm or something. Well, this is, like I said, it's the Strike King KVD 1.5, and all these baits actually come right out of the package with a great finish. I mean, like, they look just like the bait fish. This is the Sexy Shad, and they just look like the bait fish, and everybody thinks match the hatch. Well, Strike King does a wonderful job with matching the hatch. And also, a big thing in my part is these hooks are really sharp. Now you think, well, why is that important? Well, everybody knows that you want really sharp hooks, especially when you get some of the bigger fish that get bonier and you have to penetrate. Well, a lot of times you look, if you watch product videos and stuff like that, the pros will say, oh, just switch out with a new pair of VMC, extra wide gap hooks or something. Well, some people, most people are tightly budgeted, and they just want to buy the lure and it to work, right? Well, that's exactly what this does. Pros are still going to let you, say, hey, go change your hooks and stuff like that to better hooks, which, yeah, you might catch a couple more on from that. But for the everyday angler, or, the weekend warriors, as they say, these things work great. They're really sharp out of the package, and I've caught a giant, like 6 to 7 pounder on it. So, on actually this one right here, this color. And so they're fine for that hook, for the hooks. And that's really good for me because, well, when you're on that tight budget where you don't really have much money, you want the lure to work when you buy it, you don't want to have to add on to it and make it a huge pain in the butt. So here we have the, I'm just going to go through a couple of the colors that I might know. Correct me if, I'm sorry if I'm wrong. I'm not 100% perfect with these colors. This is the bluegill Sexy Shad. I think this is the clear or glass Sexy Shad. This one is just another Sexy Shad, and then this one looks to be like a green Sexy Shad or something like that. Now those are the 1.5s, and Kevin Van Dam also makes a bigger 2.5 here, which is the same design, just a bigger body and some bigger hooks. Bigger bill, of course, also. See, these things just work so good, and they're only like $6, so you're not spending too much, and there's some ridiculous priced lures out there, and that kind of gets a pain in the butt because you feel like you need them all, but they don't all work. This company, Strike King Lures, really makes the lures work. It's not going to give you a color that's not going to work. It's not going to try to draw you in saying, oh, you need this color, you need that color, because it's going to work. Well, it might work just a couple times. Well, Strike King Lures generally makes lures that you're going to use. You can use them all year round and pretty much catch fish on them. Now, of course, there's going to be those lures that are better colored, and that fish just naturally like a lot more, like these Sexy Shad and the golden Sexy Shad colors usually are liked a lot more by the bass. But, that just happens with the lure companies. So, there we go. We've got the Kevin Van Dam Sexy Shad. No, sorry about that. We have the Kevin Van Dam 1.5 Strike King crankbait, and we have the Kevin Van Dam Strike King 2.5 crankbait. So that's the lure of the month. I mean, these are great lures, so go pick them up. They're not too expensive at $6, like I said. And you can pick up a bunch of them with the lifelike colors that you need to catch the fish and start out your crankbait phenomenon. Alright, so good luck. Catch a bunch of fish, tight lines. See you later. Like and subscribe. Good luck, guys. Goodbye.